Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Hard Count. I'm Michael Emami, and I recently had the opportunity to speak with Grant High School's linebacker Jayden Moses. Moses is a member of the 2023 class and currently stands at 6 foot 0 inches and 220 pounds. Moses received recognition for his play at linebacker, making second team All-League, and has good pursuit skills as his film will show. Moses and I had the opportunity to discuss his team and recruiting at this point, as well as his coaching staff, roster, and football culture in Oregon on this episode. All right, everyone, here is Jayden Moses. Hope you guys enjoy this one. So I see here, by the way, I got you on. I know you play outside linebacker and running back, but I got you on as an outside linebacker here, if that's all right. It seems like that's definitely your dominant position here as well, according to 247 as well, which has your account there. So tell me a little about your high school program.
Grant's a great program. We went undefeated in our league. We kind of run the PIL. Not trying to be cocky, but it's a good program. Good coaching, good players, everything.
Yeah. And tell me a little about your relationship with your head coach.
Me and Coach Beck get along great. He's newer to Grant. I think he's been there about 3 years, and last year was my first year there, so it's really cool. He's a great coach and definitely knows what he's doing.
Right. And tell me a little bit about kind of something that most people wouldn't know about your program, kind of a culture there or something like that. Tell me a little about that.
We're a very winning league culture. Everybody's a family there. All the boys are real tight. We hang out whenever we can. We're a real tight-knit family.
Yeah. And so tell me a little about kind of your workout regimen and what you kind of do during the off season right now.
So during the off season, football practices just started working up again. We just started recently, so we're doing those 2 times a week. And I was working out with my personal trainer, who's also my D coordinator, 2 times a week in the weight room. And then we would do 2 field workouts a week as well. So
Right.
pretty busy.
Yeah, I can see that as well. And obviously, this is your sophomore year, right? Because you were a freshman last year, and kind of going into that, how have you kind of seen yourself develop as a football player over the last couple of years from when you came into the high school program to obviously today?
I mean, it was a big jump from 8th grade to freshman year because I didn't play any JV football. I went straight into varsity. I didn't play JV at all, so it was a big jump from 8th grade to freshman year. And I felt like I was moving slow last year. Didn't feel like I was playing as well as I should be or could be. And so this year, from playing 7-on-7 and really diving into film and stuff, it's felt like the game has slowed down for me, and I've just become a night and day difference player.
Right. And so kind of going off of that, what are your kind of goals? What are you kind of looking to establish this year as a football player? What are kind of your goals going into this year? Your mindset?
I'm pretty ambitious. Last year I was all PIL, so all league. As a freshman, it was kind of unheard of, but this year I'd love to step it up. I want to be PIL Defensive Player of the Year or League Defensive Player of the Year, and then hopefully get on an all-state team and do more on the offensive side of the ball, playing a little bit of tight end this year, and just all around become a better player.
Yeah. And so kind of going into your personal life a little bit here, tell me a little about your parents, your mom and dad, or anybody around your life who's kind of influenced you the most, would you say?
Yeah, so I live with my dad. I moved here from Seattle. He's a big influencer in my life. My little brother is a huge influence for me. He loves to watch me play, and that just makes me happy. My grandma, I'm really close with her, and she's always been a huge influence. And then my uncle, who's passed away, is literally the person who got me into football, got me playing, and that's probably my biggest influence.
Right. Yeah. And so tell me a little about kind of, I'd say, your background in terms of anything that you've kind of done right now in terms of your, say, your workout regimen or what you're kind of doing as at the moment.
What do you mean?
So like right now, in a given week, what does that kind of look like for you if you're balancing kind of schoolwork, your kind of your workouts? How do you kind of go about balancing all that in a week for you?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a lot. It's a hard work. It's something that you have to really develop a schedule. So I have set times that I do everything. I gotta be really on top of my schoolwork. Just really on top of everything. So my day is pretty set out every day because I have scheduled workouts. It's a little different right now because we're on break, but I gotta really set up my day right.
Right, right, yeah. And so, kind of, I'd say, kind of going off your organization, your schedule, and all that, and kind of the person that you are. What's the first thing that you would want a college program to know about you?
Um, I'm a hard worker. I put everything in, everything on the line, whether that's school, football, whatever that means. I'm always giving it my 110%. And also I'm a leader. I love to lead. It's just natural to me.
Yeah, yeah. And what do you kind of mean by it's natural to you? What kind of you do to kind of show your leadership qualities?
It's just something where like I came in as a freshman to Grant and I played varsity football. I started and I was taken a part of the team. Like I wasn't treated like a freshman. And this year I felt it even more. I've become more of a leader on this team and just really been like one of the older guys. Meaning like if a younger guy needs some help or if anybody needs some help, like I'm there. I know what to do. I know how to help, and just being really supportive of my teammates.
Right, right. And so, I usually ask this as well to kids to kind of get kind of a feel of what they're doing outside of football. But do you have any hobbies outside of football that you do?
Yeah, I do a lot of hiking. I love to be in the outdoors, whatever that means, being in the ocean, cliff jumping, hiking, exploring, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that's very, very cool. And kind of one final fun question for you here: if you were to get drafted by an NFL team, what would be your preferred team that you'd want to get drafted by?
Um, Probably the Seahawks. That's my hometown team. I love the Seahawks. And their linebacker core has always been pretty great. And to learn from Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright and our new Jordan Brooks, it could be really cool.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be awesome. All right, well, thanks so much for coming on, Jayden. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. All right, everyone, that was Jayden Moses out of Grant High School in Oregon. If you'd like to contact Jayden, his Twitter account is at JaydenMoses24. Also, be sure to give him a follow there, and I'll post his highlights and information below as well. If you'd like to contact me, my Twitter account is at Emami Michael, and my Facebook page and Instagram page are both at The Hard Count with Michael Emami. Follows and likes there would be greatly appreciated. Also, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. And thank you so much for listening to this episode and for tuning in. All right, everybody, thanks so much for listening. This has been The Hard Count. Do you have what it takes to go to E1?